My name is Carl Guilford, Georgetown College, class of 2007, and United Way employee. United Way of the Bluegrass is one of about 1,200 United Ways in the United States, and our United Way covers a 9-county region here in central Kentucky. In that 9-county region, we have 85 different partner agencies, and we help to fund over 250 programs through those 85 agencies. 22 of those agencies are actually right here in Scott County.
I've been on the board of the United Way for a number of years, and we've always dealt with the misperception that the money might be spent for administration of rather than needs. And obviously money is spent on administration, but it's a very small amount compared to what happens with other non-for-profits around the United States.
United Way has been a blessing to my family. When our youngest son, Jason, was 6 months old, he started to have seizures. He was allergic to 2 of the medicines that could help him. And the third one that he took, it developed a hole in his liver. So by age 21 months, we knew he was going to need some early intervention and some therapies, and because of the United Way supporting an agency called the Child Development Centers of the Bluegrass, we were able to get some help for Jason there. He did the classes 5 days a week, and he also had speech and occupational therapy at the center.
I'm Ruby Harris. I'm the director of Checkpoint. I've been the director for about 18 years. Without United Way, Checkpoint wouldn't exist. That's where our major funding comes from. We get help from the city and county, but the major funding comes from United Way. They have helped us with supplies for the center. We've been able to offer scholarships to kids that can't afford to pay the fee to come here by having United Way. They just help a lot. We can depend on United Way. And I can honestly say that without United Way, we would have a hard time staying open.
I'm the executive director of the Amen House, and this is the Amen House. And Amen standing for Associate Ministries Ease in Need. It's an organization who we have a food pantry and a clothes closet. And then we help families who are having problems paying bills. We are a United Way agency. We write a grant to the United Way requesting funds. And some people, organizations and agencies who raise money for United Way, individuals designate the money that they donate for the Amen House, and that comes through United Way to us. In addition to the designated funds, then we get a grant from United Way to assist us in community building, in helping our families in need.
This is a loving, caring, giving community here at Georgetown College. And for that reason alone, that's reason enough to give to the United Way. That person that's being helped may be someone that we very much love and care for. It may be someone that we never will ever know that those dollars helped. Our situations change from day to day, and we never know if we're going to be that person that needs the help that the United Way provides.
You help someone recover from addiction or mentor a child. You're not just affecting that person, you're affecting their legacy. There are children, there are men out there now who were once little brothers through the Big Brother program who are great fathers, great members of our community, members of chambers of commerce, or board of directors out there right now whose lives were changed by programs that were available to them because of the United Way.
Without that money, it would cut down on the amount of assistance we'd be able to give, because their yearly income adds to our budget. And as the years have gone on, our budget has grown, and it keeps growing because the people in need, the numbers keep growing. And without that money, we would not be able to do as much. We would not be able to do as much. Every dollar helps.
We often, we're in over 1,800 workplaces in central Kentucky, and I've been to very few of them where there wasn't at least one or two concerned employees that really wanted to know, what their money was going to impact. Money is very hard earned and hard to come by, and people, when they choose to give, want to know that they're really doing something to make a difference. The Better Business Bureau sets a kind of a guideline for nonprofits that 35 cents on every dollar, no more than 35 cents on every dollar, should be used for organization costs, such as administration, staffing, so on and so forth. The United Way spends approximately about 16 cents on the dollar, which is almost 20 cents less than the Better Business Bureau's mandate. And so we're able to keep our costs really low, which sends almost 85% of your donations right back into the community and into the programs that are impacting lives right here in central Kentucky.
Well, every penny of the dollar that comes here goes into assisting a client, or there's certain dollars we have to use to keep the organization running. And you got to pay your light bill and your building and those kinds of things. But all of the workers are volunteers. There's not one dime that goes to salary. We're all volunteers. And so all of the money goes to the organization.
We were a young family when we were impacted by this. Didn't have the resources to help ourselves, didn't know where those resources were. And because the United Way was there, my son now lives a life that he could never live otherwise. He wasn't supposed to live to be 5. And at age 16, they removed a section of his brain that stopped the seizures. He's been seizure-free 11 years now. He works in this wonderful community that we all work, and he's happily married. Those were things that we didn't think we would ever see. And I attribute what the United Way has done to making a huge difference in our lives. I know it makes a huge difference in other people's lives, and who knows, it may be the person sitting next to you that may need the United Way, and thank goodness it's there.
Most of you will hopefully receive a program here that kind of talks about what the United Way does in greater detail. Please notice here that one of these two cute little kids is my son right here. I'm very proud that he was able to be a part of this brochure. But please take time to really look at this and see not just what the United Way does, but how you can get involved. The United Way is not an organization that comes here and and just wants your money, needs you to give. But there's plenty of ways to give back to the community. Volunteer, be a big brother or big sister, feed the homeless, do what you can to affect the conditions of your community. We only get one shot at this.
Those cookies last time I snacked were good.
What kind were they?